Yeah, he's on some run. He must feel like every time he plays, he's going to score at the moment.
Yeah, that's the lovely feeling you get when you're a centre forward. We looked at him before the game, didn't we? We looked at the array of goals that he scores. It can be with anything, you know, his head, his left foot, his right foot. He's a good finisher, good in the air. Another header today. He's top class in every way. I love he's just class. He uses class, the way he goes into certain positions. I love some of his runs, the way he stays on side. This is his goal. He was right. The ball did take a deflection, and that probably did it for Manchester United, because if that ball comes in flat, Phil, it's much easier to defend.
Yeah, I think if it doesn't get a touch, I think Harry's in the right position to defend the ball. And yeah, it took a wicked deflection, and unfortunately, it's in the back. For United point of view, it's in the back of the net.
Yeah, as you say, always getting into that 6-yard box, Steve. He knows where the goal is. He knows where most goals are scored. And
I think it's the timing of his movement. Like he manages to stay on side. He manages to time it just at the right time, where he can get a head on it or get a touch with a volley or a half volley. He does it really well and really effective as well.
And Harry Maguire there saying, "I've got the runner." If my lip reading skills are on blob, and he did have the runner, but obviously Isak was just ghosting him behind. So it was an unfortunate deflection, but still, the ball's landing in your 6-yard box. You've got 3 centre-halves and 2 wing-backs. You should have enough bodies to head that out.
Yeah, from a central defender's point of view?
Yeah, both goals are avoidable, I think. I think even the build-up before the goal, very easy. Just one switch of play. No real great pressure on the ball. I mean, wide players these days, I feel they don't need much of a... they only need half a yard to stick the ball in, so you've got to get tighter. Force him wider. Not good enough from United's point of view, and a simple header for Isak.
And just on him, 25 goals in this calendar year in the Premier League. That's more than Salah, more than Haaland, only bettered by Cole Palmer.
Yeah, he's seriously good. Newcastle have done so well to get him, and he won't.
Develop him,
yeah. And obviously to feed him as well. You know, Newcastle have got some good players that are in attacking positions that they get the ball to and play to his strengths. And of course, he won't be on the market. I mean, he'd be one of the most sought-after players. But if he was, then I'd say that only Manchester City probably wouldn't or couldn't do with him. I mean, Erling Haaland is that number 9, isn't he? But apart from that, he would walk into any team in the Premier League in that position.
Yeah, Joe Linton got the second goal. And as you say, again, from a United point of view, they'll be disappointed with the build-up and the way the ball came into the box again.
Yeah, just too easy to play through. Not enough pressure on the ball. You see the wide area here. He just chops back, and there's no real pressure to go and get up to the ball. It's a simple ball in, and Lisandro Martinez has got caught underneath the ball a little bit, and he's just, yeah, it's a powering header. Really difficult to stop when he gets a run on you, but he's got to do better. Got to stop the cross coming in first and foremost, and got to be stronger in the box. And 2 really simple goals, 2 very sane goals. And like I said, Man United give themselves a mountain to climb in the second half.
Harry Maguire here, I mean, he goes and sticks on Isak, doesn't he? Obviously, Isak scored the first goal, a similar goal to that. Is there anything in that where he's sort of, you could accuse him of the first goal, but then he's almost like, well, I've got my man, I'm not moving from my man this time. And all of a sudden, because he says, I was getting the runner on the first one. Well, actually, if he's watching the runner on this one, he probably heads it out. But this time, he almost glues himself to Isak. Just have a look at this, Phil. What do you think here? I mean, he just goes and glues himself. But if he goes with the runner, not have a chance of saving it.
If he actually stays in his position there rather than engaging with
Isak,
he probably heads the ball away. But as a defender, you always get attracted to the man, and sometimes, listen, you've got to stop the cross. He's 2 yards off him. The cross has come in. Maybe if he stays in the position, but I just think that just the cohesion between the back 3, back 5, you know, the way Newcastle performed today, the triggers that they set all over the pitch. You've seen Isak said in the interview after the game, the intensity they pressed that. United couldn't handle it in the first half, and then on the flip side of that, you look at United. It was very slow. The build-up was very laboured, and you couldn't really see the patterns of play forming. And then second half, they gave a little bit more of an intensity. They moved the ball around a little bit quicker, but couldn't really find the killer pass or the killer instinct to go and hurt Newcastle. And it was a really good performance, a solid performance from Newcastle.